Hello and welcome back. I wish to look at stages of development. Stages of development in terms of learning and development under human resource management. And these stages of development simply refers to a cycle of what somebody has to go through in terms of developing. If you want to develop, they can also be referred to as the KPIs, the key performance indicators, the aspects that you look at to consider somebody's growth and say this person has grown. The step one or stage one of what somebody has to go through so that they can grow is attraction. It is the first stage of the employee cycle, and where we say attraction, the way the word says attraction, it is simply where the company opens doors for the person, the employee, when they bring the employee on board, and the way the employee finds out about the company's image and all that before they join the company. And I can say there are a few tips. These are some of the tips that that can be used to build a reputation of a good employee, so that the employee can also be beneficial to the company. One, it is good as an employee to raise the company's awareness. So when the company attracts an employee, the employee is employed in the company, the employee wants to develop. Step one, they must go through attraction. And we have said the company gives the employee a job. But one of the things the employee has to do is to raise brand awareness for the company. You are working for Safaricom, make people know you work for Safaricom and Safaricom is a good company. Then employees also have a duty to ensure good employee culture in the company. The culture can be set by the managers, the owners, the human resource department, but employees have to participate in making this culture grow. So once an employee is participating in making the culture grow, that means they are good employees and they will attract more of the company's input in them. The company will want them to develop more. Then number three, offering attractive bonuses and compensation. This is for the company owners. The company owners will look at what you are doing as an employee and look at how to compensate you. But it depends with how you've attracted them to you. So in this stage of attraction, we are saying both the company and the employee have to attract each other. The employee is attracted to the company during employment, but inside employment, the employee starts to attract the owners of the company to look into it, or the HR officials to start looking at this employee is a person who needs to grow. So this will follow some aspects of these few points I'm putting up, and tips like culture, like compensation, like bonuses, which are just an additional plus to what the company needs and what the employee needs. Number two, recruitment. Recruitment is the second stage of this model of, of stages of training or stages of development, which we say it may involve seeking out and recruiting best talents to improve the company's human resource. We have always said recruitment may either be internal or external. So if somebody is already in the company, then they will be recruited within the company internally. But if they are out of the company, then they need to be recruited externally. Now, an attractive recruitment plan offers three things. One, it offers an optimal candidate experience. An optimal candidate experience. The candidate will experience the best they have ever. A good company will ensure the recruitment process gives the candidate expectations and everything, the support that is required. The candidate feels this company is organized. Number two, an attractive plan of recruitment will support collaborative hiring, which is centered around clear criteria and processes. The criteria must be very clear, the processes must be very clear. Let the second, the third, the fourth candidate understand why you chose on candidate one. Let them know, and they will be satisfied. Next time they won't have a problem. And let candidate know why he or she was chosen. If they were chosen on fake basis means without a clear criteria of hiring, without a clear process, don't expect the best out of that employee. If you are an employer and you are employing people without a clear criteria, do not expect the best. You just pick them from nowhere. You just, whatever you are giving them, whether the salary ranges or remuneration or whatever appreciation you are giving is equivalent to that second company. As long as the second company has a good criteria of employment and a good process of employment, the employees will be more serious in that second company than your company. Number three, a good recruitment plan will always provide a meaningful data that the company can use to improve hiring results over time. Listen to what the prospective employees say. Ask them to give you feedback of the process and how you conducted the recruitment. Take keen interest in some of the strengths and also the weaknesses. Feel challenged and work on them. Make the company to grow. Let a recruitment process be effective and efficient. What are the key factors that can be included at recruitment stage? Try to ask for referrals from the existing team. If your current employees cannot refer their friends, their relatives, their schoolmates, the people in the same professions or other professions that are very successful, your company is not doing well. But if they can refer them quickly and, it means that your recruitment process is good and most likely your company is doing well. Then try out various recruitment platforms. LinkedIn and many others, try them. We have now people coming up with even freelance recruitment platforms. Try to find out what they do and their ways of doing work and get employees through those platforms. Sometimes it works. Then be clear on the requirements. Do not change the requirements in between the employment or recruitment process. When you have said the candidate must have a minimum of 1, 2, 3, do not introduce the fourth item. Make sure you are following the 3 items. And that is why you need to plan an attractive recruitment offer. Before you go on board, before you go online, before you become public to advertise and say we have a job, come. Ensure that your recruitment process is well planned and organized. The third stage is onboarding. Onboarding comes after the recruitment stage. After the recruitment stage, we have the onboarding process. And onboarding is not a single day event. It is a period. And it is a period of now getting the new employees adjust to the institutional setting, to familiarize with the performance aspects of their job. It may also involve new employees being informed more about the expectations that they need to meet. That is where employees reduce their excitement when they realize there are targets to meet, because maybe during the the recruitment process, they were never told they were supposed to meet certain targets. They may have been mentioned, but in this onboarding process, it becomes realistic. They are also made familiar of the requirements in their position and maybe what is in the office they are working with, the people, the items, the tools, and so on. And following these are, I want to mention a few ways to make this process smoother. How to smoothen onboarding process. One, have a clear job description. Have a very clear job description. Your position will be, you will get this salary, these are your duties and responsibilities, you will report to so and so, you will get these items from this place, these items from this place, and so on and so forth. Give expectations of the job description very clearly. Number two, discuss the company values and visions. Most employers do not discuss the company values and visions with the new employees. Discuss them, let the employees know exactly the values you stand for, the visions you intend, you wish to see in your company. Outline your expectations. I have said and I repeat, outline your expectations. The fourth item under onboarding that can make onboarding simple, smoother as a process, send a warm welcome letter with the information that is required for the onboarding process to the employees. Welcome the employees with a letter with clear explanations of what they expect in the onboarding process. Then assign mentors for the employees, where they sit, where they go for lunch, where they take tea, where they get anything they would wish. Maybe it's a new town. Have mentors to assist, especially that first day. It's important to have mentors to assist. That can be done by departmental heads or some selected office assistants and so on. Then you can also, or should also, do a presentation or a quick overview of the company and its products so that you familiarize these employees with the environment and what the company does. And then the last thing you should do for a smoother onboarding, you have to do regular follow-ups. Follow up on these new employees to ensure they are settled, they are doing work, they are doing what is expected, so that you correct mistakes as early as possible, so that you also help them to onboard as expected. Number four, stage four. Stage four of employee development is development itself. Now, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 are preliminary stages to what you want, but stage 4 is what you want. Notice you don't get it immediately. You have to go through a number of stages. So the employees training and development is the step that comes after onboarding. After onboarding, train the employee, develop them. Onboarding new employees and leaving them alone will make them to flounder about and to waste resources and time, and you may even feel like you have to send them back. Companies that do well have invested in employee education and development and are always attracting and keeping more employees, good employees for that matter. It's good to provide employees with training programs which will make these employees more skilled and knowledgeable, and it will also make them to contribute more to the business, because you want them to do well and you want to get profit. Then prepare them, give them the necessary resources and knowledge. Stage 5 is retention. Successfully working companies normally develop their employees, and not just to develop and on board and to do what. That is not important. It is important, but it's not the only important thing. You need to learn how to retain your employees. And there are a few areas you have to focus on if you want to retain your employees. One, hire the right persons for the company. People who fit the company, not who are qualified, not who have good CVs, but who fit in what the company wants. Avoid looking so much into the beautiful name of the company and the pride you preserve as a company, and you forget what that employee needs to bring on board. Avoid doing recruitment processes for the sake of sitting allowance. Do the recruitment process with the main reason of getting the right person who can fit, mark the word fit, in the company needs. The second thing you have to do to retain, cultivate a good relationship with the employees and team members. Create teams, ensure they are bonding, then cultivate good relationships among each other. Then open communication about the organization's missions and team aspirations. What do you want to achieve? Yesterday I was talking to my team somewhere and I was asking them, what would you wish to achieve? It's important. If they feel you want to support what they want to achieve, they will also feel you are supportive enough to be supported. They will support you. Then seek regular feedback and understanding of what motivates your employees. Regular feedback can be done through regular meetings. It can be done through social media platforms like the WhatsApp group meetings. You can always pose a question every evening. How was the day? Anything we did well? Anything we did not do well? Areas of improvement? Then act on what you have asked. Number 6, the last stage is separation. And in this stage, the employee separates with the training and development cycle. I don't want to use the word stops because development does not stop, but there is a cycle you formulated and said, we want this employee to achieve the following goals within this development. That cycle has an end. The end stage is called separation. So separation is obvious, and sometimes it may be due to retirement, it might be due to bringing in new employees, maybe it might be due to promoting one employee, or maybe transferring them to another section or to another branch, or it could be due to personal reasons. Somebody may think, I need to quit this job. So it has to come one day that separation can take place. And making the separation process easy and smooth is very important. And it could be looked at as part of the onboarding process. When you are looking at the third stage, onboarding, ensure that you also facilitate information and steps of separation. So it's good for a team member who has had an impact to your organization to go through a smooth separation process. So what HR professionals and managers do to ensure that this process of separation is effective, they ask for real reasons behind this process of separation, which could be termination, which could be retirement, which could be employing new staff, and so on. They also remain positive as an employer, remain positive even if the person leaving your company has had a big implication of their own. They have done a good job. Remain positive. God has created human beings, very many of them. Very many are also acquiring the knowledge and skills that you want. And whenever you also have a good person in your institution, ensure you benefit through developing others so that others can always take over when this stage comes, because sometimes it looks painful to just feel the realities, and then ask for honest feedback and keep up the morale of the rest of the team, irrespective of how they feel. They may have their own feelings and feel it was not fair, or it was not done in the right manner, or whatever they learn out of it. Ensure you keep their morale, you motivate them, and ensure everybody is at rest. Thank you very much for watching. This is Learning and Development for Human Resource Management. Thank you.